Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5 by 5 staying alive here in Dubai. Man, what a great weekend. We saw Bitcoin pump a little bit more. We've got another cool and amazing, absolutely incredible signal that backs up our other signal, our 3x signal, majorly. Oh, wow. Bitcoin has a massive continuation in its future, and we're going to be talking about that and more. So, how high this can possibly go in today's episodes, and also maybe giving you some trades to make on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, if you're interested in trading, make sure you head over to okx.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Right, you can get a $40,000 trading bonus, and same with Bybit, bybit.davincij15.com. You get a $30,000 trading bonus. So, hey, free money is free money for this big move, and using this signal for your profits, man. I suggest you go ahead and do so. Okay, let's jump right into the charts. Okay, so just like I said Friday, we're clear W. We're looking for a W on the lower time frames, and there it was, and then off it went. And so that was what you're looking for. And here I'm gonna remove this, but yeah, so it didn't come out. It didn't draw it exactly as wide as I did it, but you can see that here it was. Now that we're in a bullish stance, right? You're looking for those W's to help you get in on the move. Now, should you go jump on the move here? Not without that W. Not without that W, or else you're going to get hurt. Now, you could always use two separate things that you can use to help get you in on an entry point on this. I would believe, right about here, that we can see on a bullish market, right? You want to buy above the 38.2, right? And this is usually when it comes back. If we're going to continue on this thing, it comes back to the 23.6. And you can see the 23.6 happens to be right where we have support, or where we blasted through. So that's another option, to be waiting for the 23.6. I would suggest you be a little bit more precautious. My precautiousness might not get you in a trade, but hey, you know what? At least you have, a little bit of breathing room to survive any kind of pullback. So, coming back and being more cautious, coming in at the just above the 38.2, or if you want, this W might get retested at the $21,200 ish area. So somewhere in just before the last takeoff. So you can start sprinkling some orders all the way down, and then take your stop loss, at the $19,800 level. So that's your option right there. You don't want to be buying up here. It's like nosebleed levels, so you might get a little bit punched in the nose if you do that. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum, right? And just remember, guys, you know what? Before I go on to Ethereum, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button, and I really appreciate it if you went ahead and did that right now. Okay, once again, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum broke through its resistance nicely, but it came back to it already, and it's trying to bounce off of it. Will Ethereum bounce off of it? Most likely, thanks to our secondary signal. Most likely is the case here. We could go as long as a 23.6, but we're on a tear. We can see this thing move to the closer to the $1,800 level, or 2,000-ish dollar level. I don't see it going past 2,000. It would be an absolute miracle of breakthroughs, and then once it does, right? I mean, it's off to the races, right? So if it takes off from there, we might come back and retest the 2,000, and then, I mean, Jesus, that's a big move all the way to $3,600, right? But that's all possible, and we'll talk about that later on. Why that's possible, why it can do this kind of magic trick, because Ethereum is deflationary. All right, so if you want to trade this, remember you head over to okx.davincij15.com or bybit.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below and in the pinned comment. Make sure you sign up. It's free to sign up. It'll only take you a few minutes. Just go ahead and do that for my channel, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. All right, so let's continue on. I got some more news. Make sure you check out the news that you can use, because that news rant's always fun. Okay, so where would you be buying here on Ethereum? Right now, you wanna go down to the 4 hour and see if you can find some sort of Wing pattern. The Wing patterns are a little bit harder to read on Ethereum, and you can see that it could break this support, because this support is kind of weak, and we can end up coming back to the 23.6, which is just above its breakout pattern. So yeah, you can see that we can probably come back and retest this area to before we can see Ethereum take off. Okay, let's head over to the news today. First, let's start off with that Bitcoin has gone up about 30% since Jim Cramer said to get out of crypto. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Oh my God, this guy's ridiculous. This message, right? I didn't even remember this one. Good chance again to get out of crypto and scale out of the Chinese stocks, as neither can be trusted. Okay, so I guess Chinese stocks must be pumping right now. So I don't know, but I bet you they are. So Kramer said he would never touch crypto ever again. It's a lot lower than that. So yeah, I mean, this guy is is the inverse operator. He is the guy that you want to invert on your trades. This is the continuation signal of the year right here. The manipulation higher of crypto shows you this is truly a sham market. Yes, it's up 30% from your call. That's manipulation. When it's going down, it's not manipulation, right? It's not for you, at least. Wow. Thank you for making that call, man, because it just makes trading so much easier for people. Thank you, Kramer. We love you. All right. Jim Cramer thanks SEC chairman for standing up to crypto bullies seeking spot Bitcoin ETF approval. Okay, so I want you to understand, even if we have a spot ETF, right, with these guys, it's not going to affect the price. I want you to listen to me right now. It's not going to affect the price, but it's spot. It's not going to affect the price. But they have to store Bitcoin, because do you think for 1 second the government wants Bitcoin to go higher? No. Does the banks want Bitcoin to go higher? No. So why would they do something that would go against what they want? They're going to produce something that supports what they want. And that is the world we live in. Try to get that through your skull, right? All your financial products today are big scams. Your gold ETF, your silver ETF, all of it, your commodities, everything is a scam. Everything's been designed to manipulate the system so that the dollar has value. Okay? So get that through your head. The host of Mad Money, Jim Cramer, has thanked the Securities and Exchange Commission's Gary Gensler, an evil mofo, right? I mean, he's most evil. I know that crypto people were loving him for first, and then they realized they saw the devil in him, right? But I saw it long time ago when he tried to help out the silver market. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Gary Gensler is gonna help." Okay, come on, man. Like, who thinks a politician is actually on your side? I mean, what planet are you on where a politician does right? Oh my God. Okay, for standing up to the crypto bullies who wanted the regulators to approve a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund, right? For those who don't know what an electronic exchange traded fund is, or an ETF, it just basically it simulates a stock. So most investors cannot purchase a commodity. They want to be able to purchase stocks because that's what they're used to doing. And so same with retirement funds, they want to buy they can only buy stocks. But since the ETF simulates a stock, then you can go ahead and buy it. So this is what its value is, right? Cramer has repeatedly warned that the SEC cracks down on uncompliant crypto firms, urging investors to get out of the asset class now. I think you should get into the asset class now. Oh, wow. You have like the perfect set of storm indicators to say that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the crypto is going to explode. Explode in an unbelievable fashion, thanks to Cramer. And because this guy has a clear track record of, making calls, the wrong calls every single time. And yeah, I don't expect anything different. All right, so let's head over to the next story, which is 4.6 billion in Ethereum, up in flames since EIP 1559. Ethereum Improvement Proposal. That's what the EIP stands for. 1559 is just the number that was indicated, given to that particular proposal. And what that did was started burning a portion of the transaction fees you pay when you transfer Ethereum to another person, or you transfer your assets such as NFTs or tokens to another person. You pay a small fee, and that fee, portion of that fee, gets burned. So this means that Ethereum is now effectively deflationary. Not a huge deflationary, right? But right now it's 0.006, but it looks like it's stabilizing in between those. But it is still deflationary in and of itself, meaning that there is a negative growth rate. Now, if we were to take that off and assume that we did not have EIP 1559, Ethereum would have been up in the number of coins by 3.5%. Now, that's not a huge deal, not a deal breaker, but it would have slowed down the price action. We would have seen a lower price on Ethereum should it have continued its growth. Now, with that said, it's still early on the game for Ethereum's price action to go higher, because this has a negative effect, positive effect on the price, not negative, positive effect on the price, because we all want it to go higher. And so we'll see Ethereum continue to rally heavy into the coming months. So expect great things from Ethereum thanks to its negative supply. All right, so let's head over to Bitcoin candles and see what the yearly candle is happening. Right now, they're saying 40%. Really, was it been 40% since we turned the year? Probably. Look at that. Let's see here. December, January. There we go. That was the TSN turning point. Okay, now that is like dating me. So I'm not, and only Torontonian would know what that meant. Well, anyways, let's just continue here. Let me just see what I'm going to just assume that it is up 41% for this month. I want to check it, but yeah, look at that, 40%, and that's amazing how, Bitcoin, you can't stop it. Can't stop it. It's always going to do something spectacular. Right now, you can also see that Sats per dollar is like dropping. So you might want to get some Sats with Bitcoin as soon as possible, because you know what? Honestly, Bitcoin is going to be the money. It is going to be the money. There is no other outcome. Absolutely none. They can delay it with their ETF, slow it down, but they can't stop Bitcoin from becoming the money. Now, unfortunately, people will be buying all these third, party products. They'll be going to their bank and saying, "Hey, get me some Bitcoin." And the bank says, "Yeah, sure, sure." But they don't. They take the other side of the bet, meaning that they don't buy the Bitcoin because guess what? The bank gets a bailout if Bitcoin goes to like $1 million, and you bought it from them, and then you go, "Hey, I want my Bitcoin." No, sorry, you can't have the Bitcoin, but you can have the cash because they can print as much cash as they want, right? So that's the case, and you're like, "Well, that's what I want." Then the problem is there will be a time when it is a disconnect, right, between what they pay you and what the actual price is, and that will come. So make sure you hold the real Bitcoin. Thanks for watching. Bye.